Yeah. Your first comic coming to the stage is one of my absolute favorites in Austin. She hosts an amazing show called Slide Into the DMs. Please make some noise. Get it going, get it going, get it going. For Angelina Martin.
Hello, how are you guys doing tonight? Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Give it up for me, I'm getting married this year. I'm currently single, but you gotta be positive. You gotta manifest it. Now I'm happy. Who came out tonight? There are any of my fellow poor people here. All right. They let us in the domain, that's huge. We clung on to the bumper of a Tesla truck. So proud of us. Save your strength, though. You will need it for the jog home later. I'm a member of the poor community. It's not that bad, though. I think there's some benefits to being poor. I'm usually the hottest bitch on the bus. That helps. That's definitely a perk I enjoy. There's some other advantages to being poor as well. Makes it a lot easier to get away with tax fraud. Nobody's looking for me and my monopoly money. Absolutely not. I used to do my taxes. I used to look forward to doing my taxes because I would get a refund. I was like, I don't understand why people complain about this all the time. I just answer some tedious questions about my job for an hour. A few months later, I get a check in the mail. It's like my grandparents never died. But then a few years ago, I didn't get any less poor, but I finished filling out my taxes, and at the end, the government was like, actually, this time, you owe us money. I was like, cool, I'm just not gonna click submit. I'm just gonna close my laptop. What are you gonna do about it? I put the tape over my camera, I know my rights. And they're never gonna see that money from me, y'all. And they shouldn't, it's only $300. That means nothing to the US government. That can barely buy a pair of fuzzy dice for a tank. But to me, an impoverished person, that money is very meaningful. $300 can pay for an awful lot of drugs. The good kind, too, the family pack. That's right, we're stocking up on drugs now. We're meal prepping drugs. This is 31. Looking out for my future, just in case there is one. Actually, I'm doing slightly less drugs these days. I had to quit smoking weed recently. No one likes that. I mean, people always boo me when I say that here in Austin, which I find funny, because that doesn't happen with other drugs. You say you quit heroin, people throw you a parade. You say you quit weed, people are like, stop being a pussy! Like, you're my doctor. Don't bully me. It is sad, though, that I had to quit weed because I still want to hang out with the stoners. I still identify with stoner culture. Just because weed gives me panic attacks sometimes now doesn't mean I'm not still passionate about sitting down. I may not be high all the time anymore, but I'm still gonna find a way to work aliens into the conversation. It's gonna come up. I don't care about your kid's baptism. I've got theories. I may not be waking and baking before work these days, but I'm still gonna do a really bad job. Just gotta stay consistent, honor my roots. I think I'm more irritable since quitting weed. Everything annoys me now. I hate when people ask me what my tattoos mean, like I'm supposed to know. That just gives me way too much credit. Trust me, the only thing any of my tattoos mean is that one time I had $80. That is it. I promise you. I'm not a deep thinker. I got one brain cell left. She's bounced on my skull like the DVD menu buffering logo. It is peaceful up here. I've lived in Austin for over a decade now. Austin's becoming Republican now. It's very strange to see, because this used to be such a hippie town. Only hippies used to live here. And then the other day, I saw Joe Rogan at a Tesla station charging his gun, so it's a different vibe. Republicans look different now, too. They switched up their style a little bit. For the longest time, they used to be scared to wash their face because they thought it would make them trans, and it would. But now I've noticed different varieties of Republicans. I see Republicans rocking bow ties and leather Oxford shoes and pastel button-up shirts. Meanwhile, half the gay people I know, they're wearing head-to-toe camo. They got mullets. They're going hunting with their polycule this weekend. I'm confused as hell. I have no idea who to buy ketamine from anymore. I've had to resort to hanging out by the horse stables and breaking my own leg. It's painful and time-consuming. But hey, the Kentucky Derby ain't gonna win itself. Girls gotta have hobbies. What about y'all? What are you into? Do y'all like Elon Musk? Have you lost your virginity yet? Which one? I want to push that guy in a locker so bad. First of all, his body makes me angry. Why is he all chest and no legs? We don't need an assassin to take that guy out. One strong gust of wind would get the job done. And fuck him for doing the Nazi salute. Like, of course, that's despicable for obvious reasons, but also it's like, how are you gonna hate Jewish people when you look like a dreidel? The call is coming from inside the synagogue. Everything about him bugs me, even the fact that he usually has his toddler with him. That's annoying to me. Have you all heard the theory that he's using his kid as a human shield? That's why he often has him on his shoulders in high security situations who are less likely to shoot at him. I buy it, and he just had his 14th kid as well, which makes me think maybe Elon has ADHD and he misheard the sex talk when he was younger. His mom was like, Elon, you gotta use protection so you don't have children. And he was like, use children as protection. Got it. She was like, no, you gotta wrap your dick up so it doesn't get grimy. He was like, stick my dick in Grimes. Understood. Good talk, mother. Now back to the diamond mines with you. That's where she liked to hang out. That was her happy place. She was a bad woman, I'm assuming. Just a stab in the dark. That was actually one of their fun family games. Stab in the dark. Every Christmas morning. No wonder he's like that. Enough about Elon, though. Speaking of the sex talk, did y'all get the sex talk, or were you born in Texas? Which fate did you get? Plug your ears if you haven't gotten it yet. Just plug all your holes, in fact. Just be on the safe side. Don't want to be responsible for anyone's damnation. But did anyone get the sex talk and remember it? Double threat. Woo, you got it? Was it your mom or dad or a nun? But they double teamed it. Wrong choice of words, but. So both your parents, they alternated every other word. They did a little skit.
Where did that come from, though?
Okay, so they gave. Okay, cool. So it was like, was it? I don't know this book. I haven't ever read one, but is it like very scientific and medical?
Cartoons, fucking.
Okay, so you thought that there was like actual birds and bees involved.
No,
They're humans. Okay, so it's just porn. They gave you porn. Yeah. Typical hippies. How old were you when you got this obscene picture book?
4 or 5.
That's you just came out of a vagina. Like, you are probably still covered in the fluids. That's crazy. That's way too young. But I don't know. I guess it's better than too old. Like, sometimes people are like, oh, I got the sex talk at like 14 or 15. Like, that's way too late. Like, I don't know about y'all's households growing up, but by age 14, my house was already sticky. I was already intimately acquainted with all of the couch cushions. My first lovers. I should call that Auto Man. Made an Auto Woman out of me. He's looking good these days, you know? He got refurbished, so he's tight. So stupid. I'm always just curious to learn how people found out about the big S, because personally, I got the sex talk from a cassette tape series called Passport to Purity, which was strange because I didn't realize that purity was a destination, let alone that it had border control. And this tape series was narrated by one of those first-name pastors, Pastor Craig, just a human soul patch of a man. And he taught me a lot about life, love, etc. But the thing that stuck with me the longest is he told me, your virginity is like a water balloon. And if you have sex before marriage, you lose all the water from that water balloon. But other activities can also reduce the amount of water in your water balloon. Every time you give a boy a little kiss and a little hug and a little touch and you put your buttocks on his knee, you grace your hand against his at the water fountain, you make direct eye contact after 7 p.m. on a school night, you lose a little bit more water from that water balloon. And then boom, it's your wedding night. And you only have a half a water balloon to give your husband. Now, is that a good gift? To give your husband on your wedding night? And I just remember thinking, I don't even think a full water balloon would be a good gift. We're getting married. Don't prank me right now. This is not the wet I'm trying to be tonight. Read the room. I'm trying to go to SeaWorld. I'm trying to free my Shamu. My clit is whale size, if anyone's wondering. And she's endangered, so quit it with the plastic straws if you want me to find love. You guys are great. I like you guys. I feel bad for lying to you a bit earlier. I actually do have one tattoo that has personal significance. I have a tiny tattoo of the moon, which of course means I am bisexual. That is what it means if it is on a white woman. And if you're a white woman not laughing right now, I'm gonna assume you just found out you're bisexual. I'm so sorry that you had to hear it from me, but you should have figured it out like the rest of us by watching Cruel Intentions at a sleepover in 7th grade. That's on you. Any other bisexuals here? You guys lying to yourselves. All right, a couple woos. Statistically, that's inaccurate. But I'll give the rest of y'all one more pandemic before you're playing for my team. I'll be patient. You'll be wearing Crocs soon enough. Big Bi's gonna get ya. Don't worry, she's gentle. Not a lot of core strength in our community. It's cool. I'm a bisexual woman who has kind of long hair and drinks a lot and is a people pleaser. So yes, I do. Mainly date men. Is how that works out. I'm a bit sheepish to admit it. I don't think it's the coolest kind of queer identity to have. Like sometimes I feel self-conscious at gay bars because I'm worried the other queer people are looking at me like they're veterans and I'm at the VA office claiming to have fought in the Cold War. Like, you don't deserve 15% off Applebee's, bitch. You didn't suffer for these discounted mozzarella sticks. Stop sucking our cheesy sticks, traitor. And it's true, I haven't suffered as much as some other queer people have because I know some gay and trans people who have survived multiple hate crimes. And the worst thing to ever happen to me because of my bisexuality is being propositioned for a threesome by every couple at a Renaissance fair. They are relentless. If you see a couple in Austin where the man has a soul patch and the woman has cat-eye glasses, I guarantee that they have personally asked me to save their marriage. And I don't begrudge them for trying either because therapy is expensive. Like, why pay a marriage counselor hundreds of dollars when you could just pay for my 3 margaritas? That's way more cost effective. And I just want to make it clear, I rarely sleep with these couples in domestic distress who approach me. But you know, every once in a while, every once in a blue ball moon, when I slip up and slip inside one of these couples, I can feel my pussy earning its PhD. I go full psychoanalyst on them. When we're hooking up and they ask me, how does that feel? I ask them, how does that make you feel? Let's get to the bottom of this while you're getting to the bottom of me. Great time to start a dialogue. Open hearts, open holes, let's heal. You can leave my copay on the dresser. Big bills only, please. Be respectful. I have a family to feed. Well, I don't, but I could. They don't know that. They don't know I don't. I'm the right age for one. Wrong career, but that's fine. I'm bisexual, but I didn't read my horoscope today, so you don't know everything about me. Actually don't know anything about star signs yet, but astrology is next on my list of interests to adopt in order to further alienate men. Because apparently liking Taylor Swift and crying in public isn't driving them away fast enough. Men seem to really hate astrology for some reason. It infuriates them. They're like, planets can't make you sad. Only basketball and your dad can. It's all fake. Astrology's all made up. Yeah, no shit. That's why we like it. Everything you enjoy is made up too. Did you think libertarianism and Magic the Gathering were created during the Big Bang? It's not like either of us are hurting anyone here, so why don't you let me keep believing that Mercury in retrograde is the reason my credit score is so low. And I'll let you keep believing that your girlfriend naturally doesn't grow hair on her asshole. We'll all be happy in our delusions. Sorry, I'm just looking around trying to find the guy sneaking a peek at his lady right now like he just realized for the first time that's not how God made her. There's always at least one confused gentleman who's like, what? When is she shaving it? When does she have the time? We're always together. We're codependent. She's always shaving it, okay? I've been shaving my asshole up here the whole time. Couldn't even tell. You're welcome. It's called being a professional. I like to keep it smooth and sleek for y'all, like a bowling alley, got nothing but strikes. I don't really know what that means, but I know I'm not welcome back at the bowling alley. They made that very clear in their emails. There's a lot of italics, a hurtful amount. But that's fine. I'll hang out someplace else. I don't know. I got to come clean. I don't know if I'll ever get around to fully understanding astrology in my lifetime. I would like to, but there's so much to learn, and I don't know where to start. Frankly, I've been an astrology poser for far too long. Like, for the longest time, I didn't even know my own sign. My whole life, I thought I was an Aquarius. It turns out I'm actually an alcoholic. Always get those mixed up. I've been going on dates recently. I'm actually about to go out on my 4th date with this one guy. Y'all know what that means. 4th date, you know what that means. It means we're gonna have sex for the 4th time. This isn't Pride and Prejudice. People got things to do, places to go, holes to fill. Icebergs are melting, tides are rising. Get inside me. I don't know what it is about the looming threat, global warming, that has me riled up 24/7, but it does. It's like the apocalypse is coming, and so am I. Plus, I feel like you have to get sex out of the way early now, because a lot of sex these days is real hit or miss, right? Everyone's got whiskey dick or Lexapro pussy. I'm sorry, I see a few privileged, confused faces. Unfamiliar of Lexapro pussy? Y'all never been on antidepressants? You never had to choose between getting off and getting out of bed? You get one in this life, don't be greedy. I used to hate when people would ask me if I came when they knew I was on antidepressants, because the answer is always, yes, I came, in the sense that I've done. Like, I didn't finish technically, but spiritually, I'm ready to watch TV right now. That's how a girl knows, time to roll off. I don't even think that sex without an orgasm is that bad. I think it can still be somewhat enjoyable. I feel like having sex without coming, that's like losing in a children's soccer game. Like, chin up, champ, we're still gonna go for pizza after this. All that matters is that you tried, and you broke a sweat out there. And you got some use out of those shin guards I bought you. I told you they'd make sense one day. I like this guy I'm seeing now, though. He's got like an okay personality, a big dick, and an HBO account, so I think we might last until spring anyway. One of my friends was surprised he even brought up his big dick at all as a positive when I was describing him. She's like, why do you care? You're bisexual. Half people you're attracted to don't even have dicks. I was like, that's not true. Every lesbian I've ever slept with has a 9-inch dick with a 15-year warranty, and it's dishwasher safe. Oh yeah, your dick fills with blood and is attached to your body. Does it glow in the dark, though? Is it Bluetooth compatible? I didn't think so. Still some improvements to be made on the factory model. Plus, dildos don't get whiskey dick. Yet. I'm actually gonna make and sell the first dildo that gets whiskey dick. I'm not gonna make a profit, but I'm gonna make a point. That's even more satisfying. I am glad to be here telling jokes. This is one of my preferred ways I've earned money in my life, and I've earned money lots of ways. That's my way of letting you know I've been a whore online. Thank you so much. All right, you guys don't support the troops. Got it? I'm not ashamed to talk about my past, obviously. See, I'm not embarrassed that I used to have an OnlyFans. I'm embarrassed that I only made $40. That's the part I lie about at family reunions. I don't want to disappoint Grandma. She made 80, so something to aspire to. I had some other slutty jobs as well as a stripper for a while. And I'm fine talking about it now that I'm not one anymore. But when I actively was a stripper, I didn't always enjoy telling random men that I would meet that I was a stripper because it would kind of break their brains a little bit. I don't know what would happen. They would get this hazy, horny look in their eyes, kind of like glaucoma. They would start asking me weird questions in the middle of the day, like, do you ever get turned on at your job? No, sir. Do you ever get turned on in investment banking? You do? Well, that sounds like a separate issue. I think that most people just don't understand that the strip club is not actually that sexy of a place. Once you've been there for a while, you start to notice all the unsexy elements. Like, for instance, whenever I would get in position to twerk, I would realize I look exactly like a coach giving a halftime pep talk. Which is appropriate because a lap dance is just a pep talk for lonely middle-aged men. I was out there giving inspirational speeches for $20 a song. Like, listen up, Jeff. You're at the bottom of the second quarter of your life right now. You said you're 34, which means you're 38, but do you think sunscreen is gay, so you look 45? That's okay, we can work with that. Here's the game plan. You're gonna demand a raise from your boss because you've given that company everything. You're gonna tell your ex-wife 1 week in a month, that's not enough time with the kids, not if you're gonna learn their middle names. You're gonna start washing your face, you're gonna register to vote, and you're gonna open your heart to love, goddammit. Now, when I say break, you get back out there tired, give them hell, and you give me $20 more, because this is a really cheap life coaching session. Thank you, guys. I've been Angelina Martin. Give it up for your host, Dustin.
Keep it going for Angelina Martin.